Hi everyone and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Real fast, the announcement just came down that they are preempting tomorrow's General Hospital for Muhammad Ali's funeral. So today will be the last General Hospital of the week. And let's get right to it. At the hospital, Lucas is being discharged by Griffin. He brings up the priest thing, and I agree with a lot of commenters on here. Why are people so personally offended that Griffin didn't tell them? I have things in my life I've never told someone. It's not because of who they are. It's just because I don't want to tell them. He says he doesn't discuss that part of his life. Perfectly acceptable. And Lucas apologizes, and they're able to talk, and it's nice. And Griffin says he's on official leave. And then it totally switches, and Lucas brings it to a more personal level that maybe Griffin didn't tell him because he didn't think he'd approve, or because he doesn't approve of him, being gay and getting gay married, because the church doesn't think highly of that. Griffin says absolutely not. That's not why it's a private matter, which is why he keeps it to himself. And he wishes Lucas and Brad a long, happy life together. And there are, practicing gay Catholic priests and, practicing gay Catholics. And Griffin thinks that you should be able to pick and choose, which I know a lot of people have an issue with, but why not? And he says his faith doesn't always align with the church, and they hug it out. At Nathan and Maxie's / just Maxie's, Spinelli comes to drop in. Oh my goodness. He congratulates them on their engagement, and Nathan's moving out. Awkward. So Spinelli goes to leave, and Maxie's like, and Maxie and Nathan have a little skiff in front of Spinelli, and he really wants to go, but he thinks they're gonna be fine. It's just a lover's quarrel. Ha ha ha. So Spinelli goes to make tea because he wants out so bad, and Maxie wants more time to process, and Nathan asks her not to tell anyone else while she's processing. Obviously, she's not an idiot. Spinelli wants to help, and Maxie mentions Nathan's first wife, and Spinelli's like, what? And that Nathan had called her by her name, and Spinelli's like, when you were, and Maxie's like, no, when he was on drugs at the hospital. It's not that bad. So Spinelli says that maybe an illegal green card marriage isn't something Nathan necessarily wants to talk about. And she's like, yeah, but that's the tip of the iceberg. We were over that. And she can't say anything. He wants a hint so he can work it out. And she says she can't. But then Maxie has an epiphany and says she needs to go. Back at the hospital, Nathan comes to confront Griffin. He thinks he gave him bad advice, and Griffin tells him to leave him out of his business. And Bradford Anderson is live on Periscope right now. At Wyndemere, Jason and Sam are in the process of getting more evidence, and she wants to do it because it's less of a risk, but Jason's like, no, you were invited here, and you're already going to be in the house. It'll be easier. Nobody knows I'm here, and he's going to take the boat to the other side of the island, and it'll work. He thinks that the cops were so set on him, they overlooked something. On the inside of the house, Lulu and Dante arrive. Definite animosity towards Hayden. Laura had called them over so they can spend time together, and it's a prayer service. Elizabeth brings Emma over. Liz wants to talk to Hayden. She wants a truce for tonight. That's all. Spencer is 100% sure Nicholas isn't coming back. Hayden's mother comes in, and she's like, is this a bad time? And Hayden's like, girl, bye. But she won't go. She's decided to attend the prayer service. Dante talks with Spencer and tells him there's no evidence one way or the other. Spencer says he doesn't want to grieve twice for his father. Hayden's forced to make introductions with her mother. Laura leads the service. Spencer's not having it. Someone walks in. It's Sam. And Jason's checking out the scene of the crime. Dante asks where Jason is, and she's like, I don't know. And meanwhile, Jason's looking around. Spencer wants to be excused. He and Emma leave. Spencer gives Emma something he made, and there's a really shiny stone. And Jason's watching. Jason follows them. Amazingly, Sam can't give Dante any information about where Jason is. She just doesn't know anything. And Dante says he is grateful for Jason saving his life. Let him know that. And Liz tells Sam to tell Jason to be careful. Something is very, very wrong. At Alexis's house, Alexis is in a bit of disbelief that he that Julian can stand there and ask if there's a chance for them. He doesn't want to lose her. She brings up him grabbing her. He says, he apologizes again. He says he was out of the mob, and she's like, yeah, for a minute. She goes for the shirt again, and he grabs it away, and she says, everything he said and done means nothing. Alexis says, get rid of the shirt, and that's it. Like, you can have me, or you can get away with murder. Like, you can't have both. And he walks out with the shirt. So Alexis calls Diane and tells her she won't be meeting her at the PD, and the evidence is gone, but she won't let Julian get away with murder. Lucas comes over and thanks her for what? Well, apparently Julian offered their house so they can get married tonight. Could have used a heads up. So Lucas is mortified. He thought she knew. And she's like, no, I'd be happy to host your wedding. And after he leaves, she thinks about the deterioration of her marriage in the past week or so. At the pier, Julian throws the shirt into a random trash can and lights it on fire, as you do. Back at Alexis's house, Alexis kind of goes for the blade, but then Julian comes back and she closes the cabinet. But I'm like, what are you doing? And now end scene, woo! So Maxie finds Griffin now, and he's thrilled, as you can tell, and she says she needs to talk to him as a priest, and he's like, yeah, I'm literally the last person you need to tell this story to. And she's like, why? And I'm like, how do you know there's a story? Like, these are the real important questions, Maxie. Put 2 and 2 together. You've seen the gunshot wound. Spinelli is having a search done on Claudette. Nathan walks in and he thinks Spinelli looks guilty. Naomi, Hayden's mother, asks Elizabeth how long she's been in Port Charles. She's really inquisitive about Elizabeth. Spencer tells Emma not to show anyone what he gave her. It'll be their secret. Dante's watching Sam. She gets a text from Jason. Dante's gonna follow and he calls the station and wants a tail on Sam. Dante. Alexis asks Julian how he could throw away their future, and he says he thought they were still a team, and she's like, you thought wrong. I like how he keeps trying to turn it to her, but it's like, dude, you're the one who murdered someone. She didn't murder anyone. And she was going to clean up your mess. Like, ugh, I can't. But in any event, thank you so much for watching today's General Hospital recap. Don't forget to put your votes in for Character of the Week, and I will see you Monday for more General Hospital. Bye!